A crazy doctor decided to conduct an experiment to turn a human into a cobra snake by injecting the snake's DNA into a young man to test his experiment. When he injected him, the young man transformed in a terrifying and rapid way. An assistant underwent a transformation, shedding skin and developing scaly patterns before morphing into a half-human, half-snake creature. The doctor, however, desired to fully transform humans into king cobras. The first experiment failed, but the doctor sold the resulting creature for $800 to a struggling circus. This sale funded his next experiment, and the creature became a popular attraction, saving the circus from bankruptcy. The circus owner profited greatly from the creature's online popularity. The assistant, however, was unable to speak after a transformation, only gesturing helplessly. Crowds saw only a costumed performer. The monster was a failed experiment subject. Undeterred, the mad doctor immediately sought a new subject. This brought him to a school where an old professor friend worked. Hoping for a lead, the doctor asked the professor to recommend a new assistant. A professor, despite initial hesitation, recommended his student David for a research opportunity with a doctor friend conducting unorthodox experiments. David readily accepted, partly due to meeting the doctor's daughter. The doctor showcased his extensive, color-coded collection of snakes categorized by toxicity level. The doctor reassured David about snake venom, showing him a black forest cobra, also known as a black mamba, with a red sticker. He demonstrated venom extraction, explaining that this highly venomous snake, second only to the king cobra, can kill 10 adults with a single drop of venom, often before antivenom can be administered. Antivenom exists for each snake. David, eager to participate in research, readily agreed to a vaccine from his doctor. This vaccine, or unbeknownst to David, was actually king cobra DNA, the venom of which is extremely deadly, even more so than a black mamba's. The doctor used David as a test subject. The king cobra, despite its name, is prey to the mongoose. A man named David received an injection, experiencing dizziness and illness afterward. The doctor explained this was a normal reaction and predicted a full recovery by morning. David slept restlessly, experiencing vivid dreams and a burning sensation. Unlike a previous subject, his transformation was slower, a deliberate approach by the doctor to ensure a smoother fusion of human and snake DNA. David, convinced by his doctor, began daily injections. His skin later peeled off, a side effect the doctor explained as part of the vaccine's process to create snake venom immunity. Following further injections, David experienced an inexplicable familiarity with king cobras. David, preoccupied with Christina, the doctor's daughter, persuaded her to swim with him after an outing. Their day continued with laughter and a developing attraction, leading them to an amusement park. David's curiosity about a half-man, half-snake sideshow overcame him, despite Christina's skepticism. Seeing the creature, however, filled David with inexplicable fear and a sense of unsettling familiarity. David planned to tell Christina about the circus, but instead intervened when she was harassed by a thug. This led to a confrontation that ended with police arrival. The thug later followed them home and attempted to enter Christina's room via the pipes, but was attacked by a python. He killed the snake, but was discovered. A doctor's pet was killed, fueling his rage and prompting revenge. He retrieved a venomous black mamba, placed it in a bag, and went to the perpetrator's apartment. While the thug showered, the doctor released the snake, resulting in a fatal bite. The doctor felt satisfied after killing the man. Upon returning home, he discovered a break-in and angrily confronted his daughter, Christina, about her relationship with David, warning of dire consequences. Christina was unaware of her father's genetic experiments. The next day, he told Christina he was on a business trip to complete his work. David experienced cold and snake-like scales after a vaccine, which a doctor attributed to a rejection reaction. Despite drinking a potion, David's condition worsened, with intense body aches. He tried to leave, but the doctor, revealing his true intentions, forcibly injected David with a final dose. Christina arrived at her boss's supposed business location, but he denied recent dealings with her father. He mentioned a bizarre snake man exhibit at the circus. Initially skeptical, Christina investigated and discovered a half-human, half-snake creature, recognizing it as her missing father's assistant. Suspecting a terrifying experiment, she returned home immediately, worried about her father's safety. David's transformation into a king cobra is complete, a result of years of research. His head changed into a snake's head, and his feet merged. The doctor, excited, plans to test the cobra's fighting capabilities. David, now fully transformed, harbors hatred for the doctor. He attacks the doctor, biting him while the doctor is unguarded. The doctor dies from the venom before he can administer an antidote. Christina returns home to find her father dead. David, seeking revenge, plans to escape the lab but is unknowingly observed by a mongoose. The mongoose attacks David, severely injuring him. Christina and the police arrive to find David critically wounded by the mongoose. The movie ends with the doctor's death and Christina learning the truth about her father's experiments, which makes her panic. On the other hand, the fate of the people who turned into snakes remains as innocent victims. Here's the end. Subscribe if you like our content. Thank you for watching.